All right. Welcome back to Argus. I have a special little mini game I'm going to show you guys. I'm actually, I've been getting criticized for the way I play these mini games, and I don't understand it. I show you how to play the mini games. I show you how to beat the mini games in my own way, and then you criticize me for it. But you know what? I hear it, I see it, I read it. I've got one mini game here that is primed and ready to be beaten just for you, and we will do that in your own way in just a moment. But before we do that, in the last video, we talked with our friendly, not the repair tool, but our friendly friends in our chat, in our Cinnamombies. And you may know Danu right here was able to talk to Lori Bennett and kind of had a weird situation with Lori Bennett. We'll show you a picture of Lori here in a second. Lori Bennett here. Kind of had a weird situation. Weird talk with Lori. I wonder if we even have that media. Oh, it's down here at the bottom. Yeah, we do. We do have it. So this is the conversation that
All right, so let's not
Danu
waste any
had with
time.
Lori.
But please tell your boss to make sure to pre-register new colleagues in the future.
Of course. Can you already tell whether we're dealing with the same perpetrator?
As with prior victims, we couldn't find foreign DNA yet, so it's too early for a definite conclusion. But the type of injuries, the depth of the burns, at this point, I would say that there is a high likelihood that it is the same perpetrator. I can only give you more information once we
thought she saw the phone that Danu was hiding. And you heard Argus growl right there, and that right there, where he gets all weirded out, right? It gets very weird.
Oh my god.
And it almost kind of looked like she attacked Danu, but Danu did get back to us and reassured us that that did not happen. So that's good. The other thing that we did in the last video, we met a couple new future ex-wives in Julia and Jasmine. That was fun. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to them again. It's been a while since we talked to Cleo. Kind of missing Cleo a little bit, but I'm sure we'll get back to Cleo as well. What else was in the last video? Oh, Sarah's sister. We talked to Sarah's sister, Amy. We were talking with Amy a little bit, and we made a connection with Amy, and we talked about like we're gonna share information with each other, and we did the same thing with Tim. And Behind the Legends, we talked with Tim, and we're like, hey, but we did that a couple of videos ago. We said, hey, we're gonna share information with each other. That way we can better understand Argus and what's going on with these missing people. So without further ado, let me go ahead and just beat this level for you. As you can see, we're going to play the very last level here. I only need one more star to collect the next movie, to get the next video of Sara. And I'm going to do that in your own way without what some people are calling cheating. I didn't think it was cheating. I just beat it in my own way. I didn't think I was cheating, but some of you called it cheating. I don't know. It's weird, but I'm going to go ahead and beat it for you right now. All right, so we got some ice here. We got a lot of ice, a lot of sandstone, and we got oranges and reds that we need to pick up. Now, not too worried about the oranges and reds. By the time we get all this ice out of the way, we'll collect the oranges and reds. So let's go ahead and start with that. Let's get these out of the way. Create a nice little power up right there, that purple. We definitely want to get that sand out of the way. All right, we just got a nice long line of reds right here. Perfect. Creates a really nice blue power up there that we're going to use right now. That just took out all the sandstone, which was phenomenal. That was such a good one. All right, so now we just need to focus on ice. We have 14 ice and 14 moves to get it in, and we really need to find Really need to find those the ice for it, or the damn colors for it. All right, that's done. Got 11 moves with 9 ice, so we got more moves than ice. And you see how we already have all the reds, and we only need one more orange. We're gonna collect that orange. That without doubt, we're gonna collect the orange. But I see a huge yellow line here. Check this out. What a phenomenal! Look at this yellow. Oh, missed that one. Look at that. Look how and it keeps going. It's just oh my goodness, look at that line. That is amazing. And you know what? Actually, I can actually pick up one more yellow all the way back here in the beginning. I didn't even see it. But check this out. If I go down and then go up, look at that. And now we pick up all these. Now we pick them up. Beautiful. Look at that. Wow. That was a huge, huge line. Unfortunately, it gave us a crappy color, but we took out a few more ice blocks and only 10 moves. Well, not only, but we have 10 moves left, and we have 6 light ice blocks. I cannot talk right now. Let's go ahead and get this purple out right there. We can actually connect a lot of these greens to get this last green block out here. And we have this beautiful red power-up that we're getting ready to use. It'll hit one ice block. It's not going to hit any other ones, but it might help us with getting some more colors. Okay, so we got 7 moves left. We have 4 ice blocks. I can get 3 of the ice blocks in 2 moves, and then I just have 1 more ice block to worry about. So this is the first move. Oh, wait. I can get 4 of the ice blocks in 3 moves, not 4 moves. I thought the other ice block, I thought 2 of these ice blocks were in orange, but they're not. Either way, we got them. Now we have to figure out this purple. That purple ice block. There's no other purples around it, which is unfortunate. So what do? Do we try to make it all full? That way we can line it up. Perfect. We got 3 moves left. We have 1 ice block, and I've got it perfectly lined up with this orange. And there you go. First try. Easy. And look, and I did it your way. I did it your way. I didn't use any power-ups. I didn't use any of my own little coins to beat it. I didn't add a whole bunch of extra moves like somebody mentioned in my comments. But I just showed you guys how easy it was to beat it. And that should be the last little star that we have. Perfect. We are repairing another video from Sara. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Dear Diary, I can now safely confirm that dating apps are full of weirdos. It's definitely a self-test I will not be repeating again. But I did have one match. His name was Luis. He was kind, polite, good-looking.
Sus.
I never knew that you could meet such nice people on a dating app before. Yeah. Oh, and we got a date coming up here soon. Come on, Sarah. Pull yourself together. You're pretty. You get along well with him. You have a connection. It'll be fine. Okay. I'll let you know how it goes in the next video. Keep your fingers crossed.
Luis sounds sus as hell. Good looking? Sus. Nice? Sus. Easy to talk to? Sus. I don't know what you're thinking, Sara. Let's go ahead and get back in touch with the Cinnamombies and share the video with them about how Sara met her life dream boyfriend, Luis. Sus Luis. But it's a new video of Sara, and it's been restored, courtesy of TT and my mastery of the repair hacking skill app. Luis. Never heard of him. Me neither. Ditto. I don't get it. Sara and I were best friends, and she never talked about Luis because it's sus. We shared everything with each other. Also about guys we dated. But I never heard of this Luis either. Super sus. And why isn't Luis still in her like radar, right? Like, we have access to her radar. We're talking to a bunch of people, and there was no Luis in there. But maybe it's in her notes. We haven't checked our notes about the dating. At least I don't think we have. It might be in her notes. It's funny she didn't mention him. Sara maybe just wanted to wait and see how things... That's possible. That's also true. It's also true. Just wanted to wait and see how things developed with Luis before Jenny and Betty and Carl and Bed started putting their 2 cents into it, calling him sus for being all these great things. That would be unusual for Sara. Maybe it's a bit far-fetched, but would you say Luis is a sus? So sus! Oh my goodness. Where do I select sus as hell? What makes you think that we shouldn't exclude anyone? No, that's really far-fetched. Well, we shouldn't exclude anyone, especially Luis. How is she gonna talk to Luis and then immediately go missing? You know, maybe the other girls that went missing, maybe the other ones that were found victim of Argus, maybe they all talked to the same Luis. Maybe they all went on this date and then Luis didn't show up, but who showed up? Argus. Could be. Could be. Betty agrees. I don't know if we should consider him as a suspect, but since Sara recorded the video diaries not long before her death, Luis was one of the last people to see her alive. Maybe he knows something. He was probably the last person to see her alive before he took it. That's possible. We would have he would have gone straight to the police. They may have never met. Look, it's definitely possible that Luis was the last one to see her alive before the light in her eyes disappeared in front of his face. Well, let's get to the bottom of this. Tongue tied. Have a look at Sara's profile. Maybe you'll find his contact. TT has Sara's messenger, not her phone, and therefore not her contacts. But maybe we'll have luck elsewhere. I know Sara kept a dating diary, right? I don't think we ever looked in that dating diary before, with information about every guy and how the date went. Women. Women. Is that something you do? Let me know in the comments. Do you keep notes on every single guy, every single date that you've been on? Do you write them down in your own little journals and diaries? Like, do you keep notes of that? Let me know in the comments. Share your share your gossip. Share the secrets in the comments below. Have a look at Sara's notes. You might find something about Luis and his phone number. Okay, I'll try to find it. It should be easy. Should be super easy. I know that. I know where her notes are in the love radar. Maybe not in the love radar, but maybe just her profile in chat, right? In the Cinnamombies chat. Maybe that's where. Okay, maybe not in the Cinnamombies because she's not in the Cinnamombies anymore. She's not, maybe it's just under. There we go. The profile. There we go. Dating. Talked with a full mouth and wanted me to pay. Oh, who was that? That was Dorkson. Eric Dorkson. That's the phone number. Talked with a full mouth and wanted me to pay the bill. Worst date ever. And we got Nico. Didn't show up for the date. Bummer. We got Samuel. Told me in the chat that he was 25. Turns out he's 35. That could be a typo. That might have been a typo, Sara. The 2 and the 3 are right next to each other. Sometimes you hit the 2 when you meant to hit the 3. I don't know. And then Luis Porter. Got the phone number there, the 050 492, 34 High Street. Looking forward to our first date next week. He lives in a fancy neighborhood. Bragged about it right away. LOL. He's happy about his fancy little neighborhood, aren't you, Luis? You damn sus. That's so sus to be bragging about your fancy little neighborhood, Luis. But who else we got here? Looks very different from the pictures. Looks super different from the pictures. Who is that? Winkler? Something Winkler? Talks too much. Who is that? Leon? Did it say Leon Winter? I can't tell. The scribble is too much. But whoever Mr. Winter was talked way too much. But we do have the phone number here. It's a 050492. Let's go ahead and put that in chat. Let's see if I remember it. 050492. 050492, I think it was. I think. We'd be lost without you, TT. Of course you would be. I'm a damn genius, Ben. Didn't you see how flawlessly I beat that repair hacking tool, that mini puzzle? How flawlessly I did it without using any power-ups, without using any coins, without using any extra moves? You know who you are. You know who you are in my comments. And now, confront this Luis. And there are more names. There's a whole bunch of names on the list. There's the list. I should have just shared that with you from the beginning. Look at that list of names. Sara was busy. While you chat up Luis, I'll look into the others. All right, do that, Jenny. You got that, Jenny. I saved the numbers as a contact. Just click them and add up. Perfect. You know what? Oh, okay. I was trying to look at Luis's profile picture. You know, all right, look, he looks super sus. Good looking dude looks super sus. Just saying. I've got more taste than a flavor enhancer. Got an Instagram favorite band and something about buying, want to buy. Hey, he's put together pretty nice. And him in his fancy neighborhood. Talk to me, Luis. What do you know about Sara? And where'd you put her body? Who wants to know? Sarah's friend, Tongue-Tied. My name's Tongue-Tied, and I have a few questions for you. But you can call me Detective Tongue-Tied. Questions. I don't really care what questions you have. I don't have time. Sorry, it really doesn't take that long. Very nice. Barf. Should we be nice? I don't want him to just... Last time we were pushy with Lori Bennett. We got called out and then we had to let Danu take things into his own hands. I don't want to have to ask Danu to talk to Luis. Maybe we should change up the strategy a little bit. Let's be nice to Luis. Look, my bad. It really won't take that long. It's about Sara. I'm her friend. I've never met her. I'm not her friend. I'm friends with her friends. I've never met her, but I have her profile now. I'm in her messenger. I'm trying to help her friends find out what happened to Sara, even though I don't know Sara and I'm not really invested in any way emotionally or in a relationship with Sara, but I'm here trying to help, Luis. I haven't heard that name for ages. Crazy shit with her death. Yeah, tell me about that, Luis. What'd you do to her? Did you have something to do with her death? Just straight right out the gate. Oh, I want to ask it so bad. You had a date just before she died. That's kind of accusatory as well. Did she say anything unusual before she died? We should... I want so badly to just be like, did you do it? But I know that's probably not the best direction to go. However, if anybody anybody watching the video, if you went straight to the neck with it and you said, did you have something to do with her death? Let me know what he said in the comments after that. I'm sure Luis was just like, no, I did not. But we're gonna play good cop. Let me know if you played Bad Cop, though. Yeah, he's a little defensive. So what? Do you think I killed her? Like, very defensive. Super sus, Luis. Very sus. No, but you might have been a witness, not ruling. Look, I was so bad. Like, I'm not ruling it out. Super defensive, but you might have been a witness. Let's continue with good cop. Let's see if we can get some actual answers. Just because you probably won't give up. And my good friend, the block button, would make me suspicious. You're already suspicious. I'll tell you about our date. You seem very defensive. That's... It's almost like the devs know exactly what I'm going to say. I can't choose any other response other than this one. You seem very defensive. That's suspicious. I've said it like 3 times already. I've got to choose it. I can't not choose that. It's almost like the devs know that I just super sus on Luis. Sorry. You're right. Normally, you invite the people who question you about a murder case to a 5-course meal. Don't go too far. Anyway. I've always been a womanizer, and Sara was really hot. That's why I really wanted to make it work, you know? Winky face. So he's just an F-boy. Like, I don't want to say it because I don't want to say bad words, but he's just a freak boy. That's all he is. He's just a freak boy. See, I knew he was sus. Good looking, bragged about his awesome little neighborhood, tried to make him seem better than he actually was. Like, he was just trying to get into Sara's pants. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted. And that's not good for you, Sara. I mean, unless that's what you wanted. I don't know. Maybe it's great for Sara, but I super sus on Luis. Sara probably said no, and Luis went all Argus on her. That's... Oh, man. So that's why I really wanted to make it work, you know, winky face. And it did. It worked. It worked flawlessly on Sara. I think she liked me straight away. Can't blame her. What a dick. You manipulated her. I don't understand it all. Tell me about your date. I mean, yeah, he probably manipulated her. I mean, but it's kind of what you do on first dates. You kind of manipulate the situation, right? Because you want to make yourself seem... It's like first dates are like your interviews for jobs. I don't know too much about first dates, but I know about interviews for jobs. And you manipulate the interview to make yourself seem like the best candidate for the job, just like a date. You manipulate the date to make yourself seem like the best candidate for their position. Whatever position that might be. There's a lot of different positions. So whatever position that might be, you're manipulating the date so that way you're the best candidate for the position that they want you to be in or on or the position. But look, just tell me about your date. Tell me what happened. Because I'm curious. Chill. It's my story, so I decide how I'm telling it. I wasn't trying to... Okay, maybe I tried to talk about your story about the minute, but I wasn't really trying to talk about your story, so you chill. I just asked you to tell me about it. We arranged a date a few days later. Sara looked gorgeous. I had to do bullshit small talk first, but I gotta say, she wasn't just a pretty face. She's actually interesting to talk to. At some point, we touched on the subject of true crime, which led to Argus and the weird set of circumstances surrounding the case at the time. We talked about the perpetrator. We talked about what the perpetrator would be like. Maybe he even lives among us. Her mood changed completely. She just got up and said she had to go. I thought it was a done deal. You're the worst. He's definitely freak boy womanized. I mean, he was very blunt about it in the very beginning. Let me know in the comments, ladies. Like, is Luis your type of guy? Like, you like that type of guy? Is that it? Does that work on you? Does it work for you or not at all? Or would you just like do what Sara did, just be like, got up and left? Like, this ain't working out for me. I don't like the way you're talking, and that's not my role. That's not how this works. And then you get up and leave. Like, let me know. Let me know. Spill the juice. Spill the tea. Must be pretty pissed off. Yeah, you probably were pretty pissed off, Luis. You didn't get what you wanted. You didn't get what you came for. You actually got rejected for the job and the position that she was trying to fill. And then got all Argus on her, didn't you, Luis? Yeah, nah, I mean, at first, yes, I just wanted to get laid, but then I realized I had feelings for Sara. She was such a lovely girl, and our conversations were great, and I really wanted a second date with her. And no longer just for physical reasons. But unfortunately, that never happened because you dumped her body somewhere. You want me to believe you after all that? Strangely, I feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for Luis. Not at all. Zero sympathy for Luis. So I'm just going to go with the not feel sorry for Luis. But you want me to believe you after all that? She really meant a lot to me. You didn't know her. You didn't know her like I knew her. I didn't know her at all. I just know her friends. I miss her. You fuck off, Luis. You do not. That's bullshit. I see now. I really don't believe Luis. Now I'm super sauce on Luis. Now please leave me alone. Whatever, Luis. I don't believe it. Luis was really difficult at the beginning, but now I think he's all right. Luis is so rude. I've chatted with Luis. Bizarre guy. Yeah, Luis is super rude. Super dickish. Super freak boy. Hello. Cinnamon. Oh, I got it right again. I'll forward you the conversation, the chat history. Here you go. You all can read it. You let me know. Like, maybe the Cinnamombies, they'll let us know, like, whether Luis was good, whether they thought he was nice, whether they thought he was a D-bag. Jenny thinks it's disgusting. Can't believe he'd talk about Sara like that. Right, exactly. I bet Lily and Alicia probably like it, though. About to break my heart. They like Danu, so they probably love Luis. Carl says, but it doesn't seem as if he cared for her, but it does seem as if he cared for her by the end of it. That's what he wants you to believe. That's what he wants you to think, Caro. Don't fall for it, Caro. What are you doing? Even Ben sees it. You don't believe that, do you? He only said those things to take suspicion off of himself. He only said that to make it look like he's not that big of a D-bag, but we all know he is. He is. You can't take the bag out of the D, but you can take the it's the other way around. You can take the bag out of the D, but you can't take the D out of the bag? Is that I don't think that. Maybe that's never been said. Am I the first to ever say something like that? I don't know. Ben is right. I don't believe Luis either. 100%. Me and Ben are on the same page. And you know what? Maybe you take me and Ben's advice because maybe we know. Maybe not by experience, though, because I ain't never been on a first date. Went on a blind date one time. That was pretty terrible. That blind date was awful. Really upsetting, actually. It was probably the worst thing that I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about my blind date. It was bad. I'm probably up there with like one of the, like, you know how everybody has like their own like worst blind date stories. Like, I'm probably up there competing with the tops. Like, let me tell you. All right. So let's see. So Cara says, why? Something like that can happen, right? After a single date and he misses her After 3 years, he hardly knew her. He didn't know her at all. He only knew that she had a fascination with Argus. That's really all he knew. And Jenny agrees, exactly. If he really had feelings for her, he would have never have talked about her like that. Either way, Luis is part of the puzzle. We just need to put the pieces together. Luis says, hi, Alicia and I are home now. We've read the chat. We think Luis is sus. Let's go.
That's fire.
Think Luis is sus. I love to hear that. Love to read it. Maybe we should pay him a visit. We've got his address. Ooh, that sounds like a great idea. What do you hope to get out of it? Actually, not a bad idea. Oh, but you know what? He is a super womanizer, so I wouldn't put it past him that he's just gonna try to like hook up with Alicia and Lily. But that might also play into our favor because he's just another D-bag. He's just a freak boy, and it's gonna help our cause. So it's probably not a bad idea. We should pay him a little visit. Thanks. If we show up at his door, he won't be able to hide behind a screen that way. We can't just turn up at his place like that. Probably not the best thing to do. Probably shouldn't just turn up at a place. At least not unprepared. Not unprepared. If you're not unprepared, does that make you prepared? No, you want to go not unprepared. So you want to go prepared. So you can't just show up at his place like that, not unprepared. Or am I mixing that up in my brain? Not unprepared. We can't just show up at his place like that, not unprepared, is the same as saying we can't just show up at his place like that, prepared. Because 2 negatives equal a positive. So Betty, I think we missed something there, Betty. I think that's wrong. Let me browse the web for a little first. See what I can find out about him. Thanks for always keeping a cool head, Betty. I'll probably have lost my shit by now. That way he talks about her, or the way he talks about her just pisses me off. Right, and Jenny was like her best friend. And I get it, Jenny. Like I feel you on that. The way he talks about girls in general, I think is just wrong. I had a hard time keeping it together too, in one ear and out the other. Look, I had a hard time keeping it together. I wanted to say a lot of mean things to him. I wanted to respond in mean ways. But I didn't, because I wanted to get answers. And you didn't even know Sarah. I've calmed down. Right. Me and Sarah were best friends. And I didn't even know her. While you were chatting with Luis, I went through the other names on Sarah's list. I remember most of them from Sarah's conversations. The dates were a long time ago and hardly worth mentioning. I don't think we need to bother with them. All right, if you're sure. If you're sure, Jenny, I'll trust you. I trust you. I'll take your word for it. Ben's got an idea. What's your idea, Ben? Alicia Lily asked Juna if she or Mary knew Luis. Perhaps he is the link between victims. Oh, see, I mentioned that. If Luis had been on that radar app and went and dated or went on a date with what's her name, Mary? Yeah, went on a date with Mary. Then, like, right before Mary's disappearance and death, like, that would be huge. It'd be a huge sus. No way we're going back there. Did Juna give you her number? You can text her. She did, but no way. I don't want anything to do with Juna either. Hey, TT, would you be that would be a job for you. Nobody knows you, and you're starting to get experience at this. That would be nice, but watch out. She's weird. Very weird. Look, can't say no to that now, can I? I'll do it. I'll do it. You know, because Lily and Alicia asked me so nicely. I'll do it. We owe you one. I won't forget that, Alicia. You're not gonna forget that. I'll take you up on that. Let's go ahead and add Juna. Juna seems like a nice. Juna seems nice. Juna seems real nice. And Juna's supposed to be Mary's mother? Is Juna supposed to be Mary's mom? I mean, is she looking like Juna is supposed to be Mary's mom, right? I can't remember. Ask Alicia Lily asked Juna if she or Mary knew Luis. I could have swore Juna was Mary's mom. Or sister? I don't remember. My soul is shattered still. You can follow Juna on Instagram. Juna, if you're if you're looking to take your mind off of Mary, TT might be able to help you out with that, Juna. You know. I've been told I'm a good interviewer. if you have any positions open, if you I got a weird name though, Juna. My name's tongue tied. Alicia and Lily visited you today. They're friends of mine. They're my friends. Oh, Juna's his sister. Okay, that makes more sense because Juna looked really young to be Mary's mother. But so Juna's the sister. Condolence for the loss of your sister. Condolences, thoughts and prayers. It's just a figure of speech deemed polite. Also true. Accepted by society. But what does it actually mean? How does it help? It really doesn't. You're just kind of trying to show empathy. That's really all it is. It doesn't. It's a ridiculous, made-up concept. True. I like Juna already. She's very blunt, straight to the point. I don't know what you're talking about. Could you answer if you look? Very, very true, Juna. So, what do you want exactly? I mean, I wasn't going to go with this response. My personal response was going to be different. But, have you ever heard of of an app called Love Radar? I feel like we could connect a little bit better. We can connect a little bit more deeper on a deeper level through that app, Juna. But I digress. Let's talk about what we came here for. Before she died, Sarah Stiller had contact with a guy named Luis. Did you or Mary know him? That's his phone number. We should have sent a picture. She probably would be able to notice from a picture. His house isn't far from here, actually. So Juna knows Luis. I've never heard the name before. Oh, she just recognizes the address. But I can't speak for Mary. And she can't speak for herself anymore either. That's also true. Except perhaps with the help of a medium, maybe you can find someone else who knew him. Bye. Juna, that was a little quick, Juna. I didn't get to know you. I didn't get a chance to really talk to you, Juna. Damn it. Maybe later. Amy, Sarah's sister. Do you know Luis, Amy? Maybe. Did Did Sarah ever talk about Luis? Does this Luis guy mean anything to you? Sarah must have had something. Amy's calling.
Hi, sorry, I don't have much time. I'm on my way to meet friends. It's about Argus. Yeah, I think Sarah mentioned Louis once. Why are you asking? Oh, my train's coming. I'll get back to you later.
So she's going out to going out with friends to talk about Argus? Is that what she said? Sarah must have had a date with him before she died. Yeah. So she heard the name once before, a long time ago. That's what Amy was saying. No problem. Let's talk about it later. We think we may be hiding. We think he may be hiding something. We're investigating in all directions. Look, no problem. We'll talk later, Amy. We'll talk later. But yeah, we're looking into this guy named Luis. He went on a date with your sister, and he's a dirtbag. Like he's a damn scumbag. Maybe Tim knows. You got a minute there, BTL? I've got information on this guy named Luis. Information for our deal. Does the name Luis Porter mean anything to you? Luis Porter. Who is that? Well, Sarah met up with him on a dating app. You know, we're just trying to see if maybe he met up with anyone else. Maybe he met up with Mary before her date with him. Like, I don't know. It's possible. So they must have had a date shortly before she died. Something seemed off with him when we spoke. It could have been a coincidence, but we don't want to rule anything out. I think he has something to do with her death. Look, I'll be honest, it could be a coincidence, but we can't rule anything out. It makes me wonder if the police ever questioned Luis. Nothing like that was ever mentioned. Interesting. I'd say you'd do well to dig a little deeper. This dating app. It wasn't Love Radar, was it? It sure was. It's exactly how'd you guess? Guess what, Tim? I'm on Love Radar. I've talked to a few girls already, and they all seem to love me. That's because they haven't seen my face yet, but they seem to love me. Call it a hunch. Let's circle back to that later. The name doesn't sound familiar at all, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I should get our meeting with the researcher organized soon. I trust this deal will benefit the both of us greatly. I'll keep you posted, and you keep me posted. Danu calling. Did anyone else see a bunch of eyes and stuff too? Like a little monstrous figure amongst the digitized corruption of the phone. Some eyeballs. Anybody else see that? I thought I saw it. I thought I heard a little bit of growling too. Tim says bye for now. Danu, are you all right? Couldn't see or hear you. Did you see that in the shadows? I mean the glitching and the distortion. I didn't see anything in the shadows. Maybe the coverage there isn't great. Didn't look like any glitch I've ever seen. I didn't notice anything. I thought I saw eyeballs. Maybe that's what they were talking about. Didn't look like any glitch I've ever seen. It's probably Lily. Lily hasn't said anything about it yet. Probably all Lily. Danu says, I'm fine. What the hell was that call for then, Danu? My phone was acting up a bit, but it's working again. I'm fine, and I'll be home soon. That sounds sus, Danu. Ever since your meeting with Lori Bennett, it's been weird. What is that? Oh, now something's wrong? What's going on? It's probably Lily. It's probably all Lily. Lily and Danu are in on it. Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Do you see that?
That was damn Argus. That was damn Argus. Oh, that was Argus. Please tell me you saw that too. That can't be real. The hell was that? It's Argus. Definitely looked like it. Looked like a damn werewolf. It's not possible. There must be a logical explanation. Yeah, giant werewolf. There's your logical explanation. You've seen it yourself, haven't you? This thing scared the hell out of me. Betty is right. There must be a logical explanation. An oversized boar or something? It definitely didn't look like a boar I've ever seen. Serious? Or someone wanted to scare him? How can you still deny that Argus exists? You saw the proof. You saw the video right there. Enough. I'm freaked out as it is. I'm almost home and I want to be there already. And Danu is offline. Interesting. Alicia, got a second? I've got all the time in the world for you, Alicia, let me tell you. Ooh. Oh, never mind. I guess we're in the Gossip Sisters group chat. I thought it was a personal message, Alicia. I thought you were just reaching out to me individually. Just want to talk to me, but no. Got to bring in everybody else. What's up? Why didn't you use the group chat? You're not going to scare me again, are you? I don't get scared. So, what's up? Just wanted to talk privately for a second. Danu seemed shaken. Well, yeah. Didn't you see what I saw? A giant beast out there. I'm really worried about him. It's all good, Alicia. He wasn't upset. He just didn't understand what he saw. Neither did I. And neither did I. Are you 100% sure it was Argus, Lily? Yes. Definitely Argus. Just because some still refuse to accept it, that does not make it any less true. As much as I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to think you might be right. Why would Argus just be in the streets like that? I don't know what to believe anymore. It was dark, blurry. You could barely make anything. Oh, you can make that out. You could definitely see that going on. But it is curious, like, why would Argus just be in the streets and in practically the daylight? It would look like more dusk, like evening, like between, like during the sunset. But definitely still pretty light outside for Argus to just be walking around in the streets. It's an interesting question. I'm glad you're done doubting. Every horror film director kills the non-believers right away to make a point. So, we need to find out what Argus was after. Probably Danu. Maybe. Do you have any ideas? Lily definitely has an idea. Spit it out already, Lily. You're making me nervous. All the suspense is killing me. Summoning. A summoning? Like somebody summoned Argus? Maybe someone summoned... Okay, yeah, maybe someone summoned Argus. I don't think Argus is a summoning type creature, is it? You can summon Argus? How the heck does that work? This is getting really... You could... Is Argus the summoning type? Lily seems to think so. Hang on. It'll be easier to explain in audio. I'd love to hear it. I remember you talking about it once before. Here we go. 31-second audio clip.
Okay, to conjure up Argus, these are the steps. First, add the contact 666 in the messenger, eyes opened. You find that somewhere in the darknet. Then write, my eyesight belongs to the all-seeing, to this contact exactly 3 times. It's important that you never lose eye contact with the screen. Argus wants to see your eyes. After a short time, the all-seeing Argus should appear. What happens next is pure speculation, but we assume he won't invite you to coffee.
So, you summon Argus just to rip your eyes out? That's what I gathered, Dad? That you're gonna summon Argus and then Argus rips your eyes out. And doesn't even offer you coffee. Like, the hell, Argus? Have you ever tried it, Lily? It's not that complicated. Like, have you ever tried it? Have you ever tried summoning this Argus? And did it work? Probably not. Because your eyes are still in your head. Never. I'm not insane. I really hope you don't try it either, tongue-tied. I know it sounds like I'm not taking this seriously. Oh. What the hell happened there? Daniel made it home. I know it sounds like I'm not taking this seriously. I swear I'm not. This isn't a game. I thought it is a game, though. I thought we were playing a game. I know it sounds like I'm not taking this seriously. I swear I'm not. You swear you're not taking it seriously, or you swear you're not taking it seriously? I'm so confused. But this isn't a game? At least Danu made it home. I suppose that's good. Are you okay? First, the pathologist, crazy behavior. Alicia hopes he's okay too. You writing a book there, Alicia? Certainly looks like it. Are we glitched out a little bit here? Did something happen? Ah, got it. Had a little bit of a glitch there. Interesting. So I hope you're okay. First the pathologist, crazy behavior, and then this thing. That's really it really freaked me out at first. Understandable. That was freaky. I'm still stunned at first. Look, it's understandable. The pathologist, definitely freaky. Thanks. I didn't say it to get a thanks from you, Danu. Don't misunderstand. We are still nemesises. Nemesisi. Nemesis? We're still nemesis. We're still that. Once I got over the shock and was able to think more clearly, I'm not sure what I saw anymore. It could have been a costume for all I know. It looked huge in the video. It did look pretty big. We're still talking about the animal, right? Of course, Ben would say something like that. This isn't funny, Ben. Grow up and try again. That's not funny at all. Look at this thing. Can you make it any blurrier? That is a pretty blurry picture. Could you make it any clearer? It's massive. It really could be anything. It definitely looks big. I mean, probably 7 foot or so, 7 foot tall, maybe. Definitely big. Definitely a big thing there. Pay attention to the proportions and the legs. There's no way this is a costume. Now that I'm really looking at it, could it be a large dog? No. Large dog, definitely not. For example, the St. Bernard on its hind legs can reach the size of an average adult. You're joking, right? That was no St. Bernard walking around the streets. Ben refuses to believe in monsters, and Lily's pissed. Lily's out. Lily's just gone. She's like, I'm not listening to this anymore. I'm out. Please, let's not argue. The situation is stressful enough. Jenny's right. There's something else I wanted to talk about. A little normality might do us some good. It's about Luis. Oh, hell yeah. Let's talk about Luis. This is sus. With all that's happened, I'd forgotten him completely. Did you find out more about him? You can't just change the subject like that. Yeah. What else did you find about Luis, Betty? Apart from a newspaper article, I haven't found anything about him. But this article is surprising, to say the least. Look at that, Luis. Young man makes large donation for local orphanage. Oh, it's the orphans. He made a donation. He's part of the cult. He's part of the damn Brotherhood of Light. Luis Porter's fundraising campaign brought tears of joy to the eyes of those responsible at the Ulrich Orphanage. Luis Porter collected $5,000 in a creative way. Together with local soccer club FC Sun Valley, he sold box seats for the next 10 home games. These box seats include exclusive access to post-match drinks and personalized certificate. Luis himself was surprised by the huge response. I would have never expected it. It makes me so happy. The children from the orphanage are also welcome to try out at FC Sun Valley at any time. He's sus. He's too nice. I knew he wasn't a bad guy. We had the wrong impression of him. I find that hard to believe. We shouldn't judge people too quickly. Man, there's not really anything wrong to say here except for I find that hard to believe. But if it was in a newspaper, it's got to be true, right? It's got to be real if it's in a newspaper. It probably was. He probably did do it. But I don't know. I don't want to say we had the wrong impression of him. I think we have a pretty good impression of Luis. I'm not going to say he's not a bad guy either. But you know what? I find it hard to believe. I find it hard to believe based off of what we heard straight from Luis's fingertips. Totally agree with you, TT. First time that's ever happened. Daniel agrees with me. Which, by the way, has been happening surprisingly often lately. Once. It happened twice, maybe. I doubt he donated out of the goodness of his heart. I bet he did it just to make himself look good. That's exactly true. Daniel, you better watch yourself, Daniel. I'm not liking this idea of being on the same page with you. I'm not liking this idea of having the same ideas and just being like, I don't know, in agreement with you, Daniel. I'm not liking this. So I need you to go back to your Luis ways, because I feel like Daniel and Luis would be best friends. Jamie says, you think he does it to distract from the fact he's bad? It's exactly what he does. He probably does it to make himself look way better than what he... Look, he does it so that way he could put it on his resume for the dating interview that he had with Sara. That's or the dating resume that he's given out to all the other girls on the Love Radar. He's like, hey, did you see me in the newspaper? I'm such a kind heart. Come sleep with me. That's what he's saying. That's what he did. Admittedly, that wasn't my first thought when I read the article. Let me dig a little bit deeper. Maybe I'll find something out about this fundraising campaign. Can't wait to see what you find out. Do we really want to focus on that? Look, I can't wait to see what you find out, Betty. I don't mind if you're focused on that because Luis is sus and he's calling me. Why is Luis calling me? Luis is dead. Luis is no longer sus. Luis is gone. His eyeballs are no longer in his skull. And I apologize, Luis. Okay, maybe you're not dead. Maybe I don't need to apologize. What the hell was that, Luis? Oh, shit. Dude. What was that call? What's wrong with your eyes? What's wrong? What's wrong with my eyes? What's wrong with your eyes? You called me. Should be asking you that. I'm totally lost. Look, you called me. What the hell, Luis? What? No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I just got a video call from you. No. You were just staring into the camera. That's what you were doing. In your eyes. Fuck, they were gone. It's not funny, right? Look, I swear, it was the other way around. You called me and you had no eyes. Yeah, you don't know what to say now, dude. Oh, fuck. He's not gonna have a head now.
Tell me, are you fucking with me, damn it? Something like that is not funny at all. I'll tell you. Funny? Who else is it so late?
Yep, he did.
Goodbye, Luis. I didn't know Luis for a very long time, but I can tell you a couple things I learned about him in a short period of time. Luis was a womanizer. He manipulated dates to make him seem like he was a better person than he actually was. He did selfish, charitable donations and actions to make him seem better, to make him more desirable to the female gaze. And then he would use that to persuade women to go on dates and to potentially take them back to his house or his apartment or their home to lay with them. And then probably never call them back. But did Luis deserve to have his eyes ripped out by Argus? Maybe. Some would say yes. I don't know. I don't really know him that well, but I hope this was a fitting and touching account of how I knew Luis for his services. That was meant to be a prank. It's not funny. What the fuck? What the hell just happened, Luis? Luis is gone. Luis is donezo. Absolutely donezo. And we're going to stop it right there. It was nice knowing you, Luis. Didn't know you for a long time, but we knew you for... Didn't even really know you for a good time either, but we knew you for a short time. And I guess on the bright side, Luis, on the bright side, you're not sus anymore. You're not sus. So, hope you guys are enjoying Argus as much as I am. I saw in the comments that this is probably the last bit of like mini games and video repair that for this first episode of Argus. So it seems like maybe in the next video we'll probably finish out this episode. The next video will probably be the finale of episode 1. At least I assume, at least from what the comments are saying. So I may potentially try to live stream that one, just because it's the finale of episode 1. At least I think it is. But let me know in the comments. Do you want to see the finale of episode 1 live streamed? We can do that. We absolutely could. Also, I know that you've probably noticed that I've spaced out these videos for Argus for episode 1. I've spaced them out quite a bit. The reason I did that, the reason I didn't have them all just like release in the first week or week and a half of the whole episode was to help space it out, to help everyone to still be able to enjoy the story of Argus and even my story of Argus, even though it might be different from your story and how you are playing Argus, but you can experience my videos and see my story while they are in development of episode 2. And then by the time we are finished with my videos of episode 1, maybe it won't be too much longer for episode 2 to come out. So with that being said, I'm asking, would you rather me have the videos of Argus episode 2 up quicker, more frequently than I did episode 1? Or do you like the fact that I kind of spaced it out a little bit further? That way it kind of keeps a story in your guys' memory for when episode 2 does come out. Let me know. I was trying to experiment with the drops and just the delays within videos. But let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'll even put a poll out there to see if you guys want more frequent videos of Argus, or if you want them to be less frequent. That way they're spaced out a little bit more. That way it gets us closer to episode 2 without being so far apart from episode 2 that we forget about the story. I don't know. Let me know. I was just kind of experimenting this way with the episode 1, but I don't know if it's great. I'll be honest, like there was times I was going back, I'd get ready to start recording for the next video, and I'm like, fuck, what did we do in the last video? Like, I need to go back and watch my video just to get an idea of what we did. That way I'm prepared for the upcoming recording. So I don't know if it was great for me to space it out like that. I think it'd be much easier for me to keep track of everything as if I dropped them quicker, more frequently. But trying to balance it in a good way. But let me know. Hope you guys are enjoying Argus as much as I am. If you are, hit that like button. If you haven't already, join the Tethered and subscribe to the channel. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.